I guess we will do another draft and play however many games I can stand mentally.
The lion is the symbol of Stormwind and the pride of my family.
Shadow Ascendant. Plagiarize are sketchy. Thinking about picks has only destroyed me, so I'm gonna go with Instinct here. Instinct. That's the way to go. Took Geist over Distort. That could be a mistake. Got a lot of Undead. We can take Undeath. Hipster's cool. Fight over me's cool, though I got a lot of Undead for that bone. Yeah, I take Death, even though I do like Candle Raiser. There's another bone with Undead, but the light burn's just too good. Now I can take a bone. Now I can take a bone. There's another Undead for Bone Caller. I think I'm still gonna take the Dredge and the cheaper card. Well, now I can take this one, though. Rue. There's Partner in Crime with Location, but second location is more important than Partner in Crime. I think Diver, but we could take Librarian. Holy Nova over Stereotype, although I kind of like Stereotype. Third location, that's fascinating. Ghost Rider is interesting too, but I'm gonna take third location. I guess Gargoyle, even though it's kind of what I wouldn't usually pick. Got a lot of Undead for that Dredge. I don't have any dragons, do I? I don't think so. Ugh. Do I have more Murlocs than I think? Not really. Got Metronome with 2 1-cost minions. That's not enough. I guess it's just hope. Man, this is a terrible pick for us right now. Woof. And General with lack of late game, or Shadowed Spirit because we have so much draw power. Could take another Death technically, but a little iffy actually. Just grab Metronome. We need the draw on top of the 3 locations, right? Then what's another Death? This only champion isn't terrible. I've only drafted it once or twice. I haven't had much luck with it. I think Shadow Spirit is actually the correct pick here, which may be surprising. But it has to do with the fact that even though we have 3 locations, I don't have a huge number of minions put down 3. And Shadow Spirit is something good to roll off Bone Caller. Yeah, a little bit of a tough call. The Death is the better card overall, but I think for this deck, I need the Shadow Spirit. So just again, any big bombs to discover? Well, I mean, we can get someone off Hipster. We can get someone off Hipster. That's about it, right?
Anduin versus Thrall.
My elements are frightful.
I will protect my legacy.
Toss the other pan that we're just gonna try to play the Holy Champion or the Hipster and buff it with the Cathedral.
Looking forward to the fireworks.
Is this kid's yeah, I like this one. I like the Mecha Anduin even better, but this is my second favorite Anduin. That doesn't bode well.
How many fingers do you see?
If they play Double Fish, we lose the game instantly. If they play something else they can play, it's not as bad.
This hurt?
This still dies the 5-3, unfortunately, but at least the Anchor Tome is gone. This is salt drafts are the worst, are they? See, ATD seemed hyped for the salt draft. So salt drafts always go 0 or 11. We've certainly had salt drafts go 12. Certainly. Champion killed 2, did her job. Need some help, though, with location, location, location.
You are the shadow's puppets.
A dark deed to defy death.
The grave call.
This is an absurdly powerful turn. Honestly. But will they somehow come up with an easy answer to it? But yeah, putting Reborn on the 2-2, putting Reborn on the Shadow Ascent, getting the Shadow Ascent up to 4-4. This gives us another 2-2. Party Animal only buffs the Pirates, so it doesn't seem super important right now. Get the Fanboy for +2 attack. Which we could +2 attack this.
I must consider.
I prefer post-pop goblin.
9 draw power. Any type of draw power.
Let's see, what do I take? Darkness beckons!
Not too quickly.
To defy death!
They're gonna kill our buffer, unfortunately. Because well, hipsters means they have good spells. Could indeed mean that.
You are the shadow's puppets.
Yeah, I guess we're using Shadow Word on Death, which will do 4 AoE damage.
Were you followed?
Keep it real.
Darkness beckons!
They're at 9, we're ahead on board, but they still have slightly more cards than us. I think our Undead Priest is under raid right now. In Arena specifically? Or in Constructed? Anyway, a few weeks ago, because I mean, you do mean Arena. You do mean Arena.
Don't keep your thoughts to yourself.
You're both #1 to me!
Come on, share.
Fireland's a good roll, sort of. But also,
I can't
it
choose.
puts us in a position where we can't, you know, play another spell right now.
Fireworks?
Their own pyrotechnician, huh? Alright. We got a 7, we have 5 burst in hand. So if Shadowed Spirit dies, we can just kill him with the Firelands portal.
Welcome to the cult.
They can get a billion fire spells here, but there's no fire spells that heal, are there? There are fire spells that taunt, but there's not any fire spells that heal, is there? X calls an ambulance, but hopefully not for me.
Stone Legion, to me!
Alright, they are dead, because we just need the damage for the 4-3 and the Firelands.
Keep your thoughts to yourself.
Now, if we didn't have lethal, we could like fight over me, general and sentinel, and get a general of our own in hand. We could death the 8/8 on their side. Yes, that would make sense for the spell tribe. Although I partly agree. I also disagree insofar as 1 win, no loss. Insofar as Shaman. Shaman has access to fire spells, right? And Shaman also does healing. So you could make a fire spell called, like, Cauterize. To cauterize, if anybody's unfamiliar with the term, is to burn a wound, you know, closed.
Now you're
So you could potentially make Cauterize into a fire
I will
heal.
protect my legacy.
The save, do you think Hearthstone is power creeping way too fast? A little from column A, a little from column B. I feel more like there are two kind of distinct eras. And they've kind of acknowledged this with Twist. So there's kind of 2 distinct eras to Hearthstone.
Don't keep your thoughts.
Era 1 is everything before Demon Hunter came out. And Era 2 is kind of everything after Demon Hunter came out. I'm not sure if, like, you know, is Murder at Castle Nathria, you know, significantly stronger than Fractured in Alteric Valley? Is Festival of Legends stronger than Fractured in Alteric Valley? Is Festival of Legends all that much stronger than Forged in the Barrens, from an arena perspective at least? And you know, maybe things have gone even a little stronger after like Ashes of Outland, but yeah. So I feel like there was definitely an era before Demon Hunter where everything before that is kind of quite a bit lower in power, but are the things after that kind of roughly comparable? Maybe. Maybe not. This is neutral power creep has been insane lately. That's quite possible. I mean, yeah, some things, you know, when we got plagiarize, or not plagiarize, we've got paparazzi, you know, discover a legendary on a 3/4. That's kind of crazy.
must consider.
You are the Shadow's puppet.
I think I'll take Vaxman's Power cards. Yeah, but there were a lot of good cards in Forge of the Barons, really, too, weren't there? Things like the Scorpion, the 1/3 poison, discover a spell, things like the 3/4 frenzy, get divine shield. These neutral cards have historically been bad enough they could have been power cupped area, no problem. Today. So says ATD. Huh. Right now the Bone Caller can bring back the 2/3 buffer, which is pretty impressive. We're actually probably gonna go for it right away. I was gonna play a location. but now I've changed my mind. Viz, Hipster Diver, all close to class card worthy, says Mid. I feel like the battle from 2 years ago and the battle from today are miles apart. So where are we going 2 years ago? 2 years ago, that would be when Unite and Stormwind came out, I think?
Shady.
He said, nah, I get teacher cards, grade A class. That was Sunken City, which was 5 expansions ago now? It's still standard? Well, United and Stormwind was 2 years ago? I mean, United and Stormwind is in Wild now. United and Stormwind is Wild. It was the second expansion. It was the second expansion of what's in Wild now. United and Stormwind came out July 20th, 2001. So it was in 6 days. In 6 days, which will also be the... Oh, no, that was the announcement date. The release date was August 3rd. The release date was August 3rd. But yeah, in just like a little over 2 weeks, it'll be 2 years old. 2001? 2001. Was the year before Star Wars Attack of the Clones came out. That's how... I've said before, that's how I measure time. When did things happen in relation to Star Wars movie releases? Because I remember all those dates.
Everything's, ship-shape.
He says, nerd, you take that back. You take that back. No, it's fine. Deciding whether to draw a card or play an additional minion. So I remember when Revenge of the Sith came out, you were 5 years old. Zelda gets banned for making me feel old. But then I went to watch it. Dad fell asleep during the movie. And woke up to the children being traumatized by watching people lit on fire alive. Zelda was never the same. There's a universe. There's a universe, you know, where Zelda did not see that movie when they're 5 years old. In that universe, Zelda brought about world peace. But they saw Revenge of the Sith when they were 5 years old, and so now they're here at my stream. Hey, it worked out for me. The deafen here is incredible. The deafen here is incredible. Welcome to my new empire. Your new empire. Anakin, our allegiance is to the Republic, to democracy. Now you've just probably never logged into Twitch, that's right. That's right. Yes, I feel class identity strongly for first ever. It used to be mage, hunter, warlock, or other hero power. That's a lot of taunts. That's a lot of taunts. If we actually had an undead die, the shatter word on death would work very well. Which I can do... Sort of. I can light it burns this, but then this can't go face. I can light it burns this, but then I don't have enough mana for shatter word on death. World peace. Yes, but how do we get peace? With a knife. Yes, not with the olive branch, but with the sword. You are a person after my own heart.
Gold!
Let's choose quickly.
Yeah, so we're easily set up for the 4 damage shatter word on death here. But will that be enough? Or are they just gonna like play a tidal revenant to like all the other warriors and gain a billion armor?
They do.
They jam! Uh-huh. Uh-huh. They get a fire spell, they have 3 mana. They get another fire spell, they have 2 mana. No! That's really bad for us. That's really bad. Ah! Come on! How do they get 2 flame guards and a fire technician? I get like immolate. What? What? Impossible. Meaningless. They still die, but I'm still upset. Ninja of Jam, Session of Poison, he's cleared the board. Yeah, which, yeah, yes, that doesn't work. Because the jam session is still doing the damage, yeah. Things... Well, Paprika says actually... Wait, would it or wouldn't it? I don't... This is the way it does. Well, so I don't think it does, because I think the jam session does the damage in this case. But, yeah, as you may well know, yeah, if you make a wild pyromancer poisonous, and the pyromancer's effect goes off, that causes the whole enemy board to die. But yeah, putting a jam session on a poisonous minion, the poison minion is not doing the damage, so it doesn't count. 2 wins, no loss. Oh shoot, we are 4 hours into the stream. Okay, let's take one last break. One last break. We'll play either until this deck dies or until wherever we are an hour from now. Thanks to Cora or Coral. Whichever way you prefer, with the first time chat and the GGs. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. We'll be back in 3 minutes for the probably final stretch of the stream. Thanks for being here, and thanks again. If you're still trying to finish the Star Trek Fleet Command stuff, you better hurry, because it closes in like an hour. But I appreciate everybody who's gone on the Star Trek Fleet Command. We'll see if it updates anymore tomorrow, because some of the things have come a little slow. They've taken like overnight. But either way, we got at least the 6 goal on the reach 10 people, which was kind of my personal goal. Really appreciate people going in on it. When will we run the next sponsor? I don't know. Maybe fairly soon. We'll see. For a different game or something. And yes, thank you, Mies, with the 8 months of sub. Dedicate that win to you.
Excellent decision.
Why not? Excellent decision. We're back. Dawn of the Fire, it's true. Alright. Thanks for again to the break. Almost certainly the last break of the stream. We'll probably play until we take 3 deaths. which we hopefully won't do. Or until about an hour from now.
Anduin versus Khadgar.
Behold the magic of death.
I will protect my legacy.
Alright, those are all too expensive. Dap, good to see you. Hope you're doing well today. Am I crazy? Oh yeah, I was gonna say, was it crazy or is it been a second? Yep, good to see you. Hope you're doing well.
Looking forward to the fireworks.
Been doing pretty well, you?
You are skillful.
We've been doing pretty darn well, actually. Coming up on the 6th anniversary of the stream. It's kind of nuts. Kind of nuts. Kind of unbelievable.
What do I take?
I don't need this right now. The only one that's useful to us right now, even vaguely, is Light It Burns. We got this Dispossessed Soul with 3 different locations, but we haven't drawn any, and none of them were at the bottom of our deck either. When is the 6th anniversary? The 6th anniversary is technically 6 days from now, on Thursday, on the 20th. But we'll probably celebrate on like the 22nd and 23rd on the weekend, because we typically have more people here for the weekend, and you know, people that can't see the stream on other days in Europe and such. So we'll most likely celebrate over the weekend, even though it's before that.
Pillage the village. Where's your pass?
Worked out pretty well for them.
Thank you for your care.
I took the gargoyle that did 5 damage to their face. Could consider the Shadow Word Undeath, considering we've got 3 undead minions.
Me not shady.
Feel that healing beat.
The grave calls.
I was deciding if we wanted to use the Light Burns on a 3-2. I don't think so. I think we'll regret it if we do it. Even though it gives a chance for the 7-5 to survive.
The queen's power is beyond your
Coiler
comfort.
discovers a spell. They have 4 mana left. Trade. They get a shadow spell. Trade. Still 4 mana left. Ooh, just ping? Ah, Infantize. Okay. We can play Dispossessed Soul and try to discover a 2-cost card. Or we can just play the Gargoyle and hope they don't have, like, Life Sentence. Next turn we could go like Dispossessed Soul. Plagiarizer.
Please tell me, where am I?
Do we need the pyrotechnician or do we need the death? We don't even know if they're gonna play in the death when they just got so many spells. Alright. Increase our firepower. Increase our smork. Master accuses Joey. Why? Why must you accuse Joey? He hasn't done anything in a minute. Watching the land cook up Strange Worlds is weird. Weird in what way? You think it's an odd pairing, or? Odd pairing, gotcha. Well, it's supposed to feel a little disorienting, right?
Feel that healing beam.
Didn't expect this to stick around very long. Well, I suppose that they, an idea is they want to maybe, what's the phrase I'm looking for? They want to create direct reasons why it would be Kirk that's appointed to the Enterprise after Pike, right? The more of a connection area is to the ship, the more sense it might make. Especially since Spock is second in command in both eras, right? So Spock might have some say in it, it turns out. You know, because there's no answer to that. There might be an answer in the books, but the answer in the book is not canon. So, you know, it's never been shown the direct transition between Pike to Kirk. You see a video for a while, but someone asked me what your favorite Star Trek or Star Wars characters. I want to know for sure. I have more favorites among Star Trek than Star Wars. Star Wars, you know, I'm typically more of a fan of the universe and the setting than any particular characters. Whereas Star Trek, I still like the universe and the setting, but there's a lot more characters I like versus characters I don't like. Like, you know, on Discovery, you know, I'm not a Discovery hater, like some people are, but there are certainly favorites, and the favorite is Saru. And the favorite is Saru. Saru is easily the best character on that show, in my opinion, and in quite a lot of people's opinions. So, you know. But yeah, people have asked, like, what my favorite Star Wars characters are. I usually don't have a good answer. I usually don't have a good answer to that question. We got a fireball. We got a fireball in there at 1 health, so that feels pretty good. Oh, Lightburn's lethal? Oh, shoot, you're right. Wait, you're right, aren't you? Oh, no.
The internet's right.
I can't even use the excuse that's like past 11 p.m. It's only 10 p.m. I'm gonna throw the fireball so they never have to know about the light it burns. He's dizzy about Star Wars. We're talking about Star Trek. We're talking about Captain Kirk and Captain Pike. Star Trek books are not canon. 3 wins, no loss. And yeah, atheists, wait, books aren't canon, none of them? Yeah, pretty much no Star Trek books are canon. And especially once Picard came out, all the books they've been putting out for the last, you know, like 20 years conflict with Picard's timeline. And so, so they did kind of a last ride for the previous Star Trek expanded universe. Because they kind of had to, had to get rid of it because it didn't line up with Picard at all.
I will protect my legacy.
So yeah, the books are often, they try to be consistent with the show, but the show doesn't care about the books. And so, with very few exceptions, they did go with something from one of the Star Trek books, in Star Trek Strange New Worlds, which was kind of surprising. and Star Trek fans were kind of shocked by it. Because, like, wait, that was in the books. They put the thing in the books in the show? Because they never do that. They never do that. But they did for one time with Strange New Worlds. But yeah.
Looking forward to the fireworks.
Star Wars is different now. Star Wars, you know, the books used to kind of be their own thing, and they weren't making new Star Wars stuff anyway. Now, Disney says all the books matter. For Star Wars, everything is canon. Except for Lego stuff. You know, stuff that's obviously like a joke. Lego stuff doesn't count. But all the books and all the video games and all the comics all matter for Star Wars now. And they've done stuff with that, you know. If you saw Book of Boba Fett, and you saw the big Wookiee in Book of Boba Fett, that Wookiee was in the comics before he was in Book of Boba Fett. Remember that one horse that flew an X-wing?
Yo ho!
I don't remember that horse. So Steven Legends canon. Sorry, all the post-Disney stuff. All the post-Disney stuff is canon. Everything after, like, 2012 or 2014. Disney said Revan is canon. Revan is technically canon, but not Knights of the Republic. The name Revan is canon. There was a Sith Lord named Darth Revan. But that's it. Revan's story is not canon, but his name is canon because it shows up in Rise of Skywalker, or at least in the Rise of Skywalker reference books. So the name is canon, but the story is not.
Well played.
Darn, that's what I picked too. Mr. Favorite Sith Lord of the and you did redeem a do it for her. Get ready to go. Favorite Sith Lord. Well, I mean, it's just Vader. I mean, honestly, I love Vader. But if we try to step outside of Vader, I actually like Malgus quite a bit. Darth Malgus from Star Wars, not Knights of the Republic, but Star Wars: The Old Republic. They brought Malgus back, and I haven't seen the new stuff with Malgus. I don't know if it's any good. But, actually, no, I take that back. You know, Malgus is pretty cool. You know who my favorite Sith Lord is, though? Besides Vader. We've talked about it before, but it's been a long time. It's been a long time, but, no, my favorite Sith Lord outside of, outside of the movies and stuff might be Darth Maul. Darth Maul from Star Wars: The Old Republic. Darth Maul is the closest thing to a light side Sith Lord as you're going to get, to the point that when he dies, he turns into a blue ghost, like a Jedi would. And, yeah, Darth Maul's whole deal is that he is a Sith Lord, but he is fed up with all the rest of the Sith. Darth Mark. Oh, hi, Mark. How's your Sith life? That works out pretty well. But yeah, Darth Mars' whole deal is that he's one of the leaders of the Sith in you know, thousands of years before the movies. And none of this counts in the Disney stuff, by the way. And he's just looking at all the other Sith Lords killing each other, constantly fighting each other. And he's just going, you know, if we would stop fighting ourselves for like 3 minutes, we would run the galaxy. For like 3 minutes. And they all keep fighting each other, and he's annoyed by it.
Welcome to the Cathedral.
There's Darth Nihilus, because gives our planet, our Reese's Peanut Cups, the hunger. The hunger. Yeah, Nihilus is pretty cool. Scion was kind of cool, too. Keeping his body together with raw hate. And if you convince him that his life is worthless, you know, he just stops holding his body together and he falls apart like Play-Doh. It's amazing.
You shady!
How many fingers do you see?
Gotta play the Hollow Hound, but this actually seems to make more sense on this turn. Alright, well, they got all the cards in the world, and it's really easy for Warrior to have taunts. Here's this Plagueis' Apprentice. Well, that's Palpatine. Palpatine's pretty cool. Vader has a cooler suit, but... like Kelith Ur, he found a holocron of in Old Republic. A light side Sith. Wait, even more so than Darth Mar? Kelith Ur. I'm struggling to remember the name. Oh, shoot. Well, now they've got a double-sized taunt, so we're dead. Kelith Ur. Taught that passion only led to temporary strength. The true strength is found in peace. Yeah, I see a 4-minute cutscene. Interesting.
This can't be good.
He was killed by the Emperor for his heresy. He's only one quest, but like the speech. Wait, they ain't played the double stad taunt? Interesting. This could bring back to life the Hollow Hound, but... Play next year, probably dead. Yeah, there's still... not necessarily much we can do here.
Keep it real.
That feels good.
Send the dogs out. Who let the Hollow Hound out? Who? Shadowrun Death. I can't get it. I fired a Xenozoid in my deck. So now I'm getting random giant minions. Festival security, forced attacks. Ragnaros. 1 in 3 lethal. But yeah, if we play the Cultist, we get the Hollow Hound back, which kills their lifesteal, which is pretty valuable.
Death will not be a mercy for you.
This, I believe, this is heretic. Just like the light side Sith would have done. Yeah, we'll see. Let's see if we get the same chance later or not. Riot. If we use Defile, we can improve the odds of Ragnaros hitting. by a bit. Oh, except I could also play these cards both at the same time. It was a quiet riot.
Even the smallest cub will one day be a king of beasts.
I just can't wait to be king. Alright. Alright, 4-0. Thanks, Ragnaros. 1 and 3. Oh, shoot. We had to do it for her. We had to do it for her. For J-Master.
I will protect my legacy.
Celebrate the Ragnaros win. No. Why? I don't like it. Because the phrase becomes, celebrate that hot Ragnaros win. That's the start, and so the end becomes with hot werewolf woman. It's like, I cornered myself. No. We actually don't have an undead for the bone color, so I think we take Plagiarizer. It says, long live the king.
The Queen's power is beyond your comprehension.
How many fingers do you see?
Pillage the village!
Oro Mage. Scary. Scary. We have these locations, but
You know the word.
I think we should plagiarize first. Yeah, we plagiarized the synthesize. That's pretty darn good. Is our Worgen werewolves? Thought they always looked like that. No, actually, if you play a Worgen in World of Warcraft, at least a Gilnean Worgen, because there's another type of Worgen, but Gilnean Worgen, you actually get an ability called Two Forms that you can swap between a human mode and a Worgen mode. Could technically use Deafen to deny them drawing a card, but probably not worth it.
Job done.
Get the Rolling Stone, which is currently active. We can also reactivate with some of these cards. So the Constrictor, we've got like actually 9 cards in hand, 8 cards in hand, so they don't get to see all of our cards by any means, but they know we have a light burns. So Gilnean Royal Guards, are Worgens or werewolves? Are werewolves a thing in World of Warcraft? I don't think there's any type of werewolf that is not a Worgen. That's basically, the Warcraft version of a werewolf. I don't think there's any werewolves that aren't Worgen. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. But I don't think so.
I wonder.
Picking up pace! Nice to meet you.
You think you're the race are always human? Always human if you're a Giln. Because all the Worgen in World of Warcraft are from Gilneas, which was a human city. There are also Night Elf Worgen that were cursed by the Scythe of Elune. And I think they are permanently in Worgen form. I don't think they can shift back. That's not what you create when you make a Worgen in World of Warcraft. He says, yep. Alright, we get the dispossessed soul. Can use a deafen on a volatile skeleton to disarm it.
Please tell me, where am I?
Alright, we're way ahead on board. They have 7 mana. They have a discovered... Shoot, what did they discover? They discovered an elemental, a naga, or an undead? I forget. Does anybody remember? Very low roll 5. Good news for us. Skip it working.
A dark deed to defy death.
They're at 7. We have a pretty darn endurant board. They have a 4-3.
Bask in my radiance.
Desperate look for a card from another class. Oh! That doesn't trigger before Reborns, though.
To defy death.
Well, they are almost dead to a single location. They are very dead
#1 to me.
to this. Plus, I had 2 more damage with the Ashen Elemental, actually. Alright. Hey, that went remarkably well for a 4-0 mage match. 5-0. This priest is cruising. I didn't think we'd have time for a shot at 7 wins, maybe, before we end the stream, but maybe we do. Maybe we do. You see, I think they'll add faction, like Horde Alliance things with interactions.
Finally,
If they didn't do it with Fractured Alteric Valley, I don't know if they'll ever do it in the future. They did do Horde Alliance things in Mercenaries mode, for what it's worth, which may not be worth much. The question becomes, how much... Do you try to apply that to every card in the game that's ever existed, like they've done with tribes? Because they did go back and add, you know, a bunch of tribal tags and stuff. When they've added things like, you know, well, not Oregon, but when they've added undead. But, you know, where do you put it on the card, right? Do you have a Horde or Alliance flag in the top right corner? It applies to every card in the game? Well, not every card in the game. There will be a lot of cards that don't have a faction.
hurry up.
It seems like a lot of work at the ever-expanding card pool, right? And then you have to. Then you're doing so many extra types of synergy, right? Then you're doing like mana cost synergies and health and attack and your tribe and then faction too. Does it overly complicate the game? I think it might. I think that might be a little too far for them. But it is a big thing. It is a big thing in Warcraft, certainly. So, is it impossible? Maybe not. Do they ever use that top right corner? Do they ever use that top right corner? What do we use that top right corner for? Anything?
The exit is this way.
Very, 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 very good roll right there. Oof.
You are the shadow's puppet.
Might have multi-class cards like Alliance or Horde, and you're locked into one faction like Rune, so I'm after new cards. Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, I just meant stuff like, you know, they could put, you know, your Horde cards have +2 attack as an effect on something, right? But yeah, I guess you could. I guess you could do a deck lock, too. Which you can do in a soft fashion with, you know, a legendary that says, you know... some effect that only triggers if every card in your deck is Horde. It's one off for one expansion. Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, if you do one expansion, then it becomes keywords, right? Then you don't need this whole permanent thing like an undead tag. Then it would be, you know, you would have the Horde keyword and you'd have the Alliance keyword, and you'd have things that work off of that for a single expansion or a single year. There's nothing stopping them from doing that, certainly, but is that good enough, I guess, for something that is quite significant to the setting? I don't know. Yeah, Baku and Gin for Alliance and Horde cards. Yeah, Baku and Gin are still anomalies, right? That they sucked them out of Standard a year early. They've never done that before, and they've still never done that since. Even, you know, like, what has it been? Like 7 years since Witchwood? No, not 7. 5 years since Witchwood?
Don't keep your thoughts to yourself.
Blood tap, just a little blood tap. So blood tap's not good right now, but if we draw cards with both of these cathedrals, it can become very good.
A dark deed to defy death.
Come on, share.
I go so far.
It was cool seeing the completely basic paladin. We only crafted Gen, and that was it. Oh, and was that competitive? I don't know if I remember that. That's interesting. His deck to get legible. You say, yeah, I was like, did that work? I guess. Think we'll see. I don't remember that. That's interesting, though. But yeah, again in Baku, in a big way. We were talking about this topic yesterday, I think? Or was it 4 hours ago today? I think it was like yesterday. And John was talking about in regards to some particular card. But yeah, the idea of... I do like when new cards make old cards relevant, right? And so that happened a lot with Genin Baku, where some even and odd cards that were not considered particularly competitive or playable got pushed into playability because of the restriction, right? And so I find that always neat and interesting.
Please tell me, where am I?
Come on, share. Come on, share.
An island lo-fi is on the come up.
We've got give 2 minions +4/+4 and give all minions +2/2. Except with the arena restriction too, with the 20+ cards only supply. Yeah, very true, very true. And they've printed new Reno type cards over the years, right? New Highlander cards, although not super recently, right?
These are due back tomorrow.
Face. What do they follow up face with here?
Time for the finishing touch.
Draw a card? Huh. I think giving 4 minions +2/+2 can actually be better against Death Knight because they have cards like Asphyxiate. Let's do Blood Tap now. And I think we'll go for the wider distribution next turn.
Let's see, what do I take?
Keep it real.
If the save is still alive, yeah, but not for too much longer. We'll probably play one more game after this one. That'll take us to 5 hours. We used to do 4 hours on weeknights, but as the stream has kind of grown with viewers like you, I appreciate you being here. We've kind of expanded to 5 on most nights, unless I'm feeling particularly tired. Let's say hi to some people who log into Twitch in the early morning more often. You know, let us say hi to, you know, Mikazan in particular. You get to see Mikazan more often, which is nice. Great, and they better make a decision with their 8 mana pretty quick, because they run out of time. Nice. I realized we needed one more minion. We needed one more minion if we wanted the full force of these buffs.
Welcome to the
Pillage the village!
6-9, baby. So save you more of a night owl? I guess. Yeah.
Armies of
Yeah.
bone.
Yeah. Okay. So we do have death. We can't get through all the 1/3s right now.
I must consider.
Oh. Nova. This would work when these were 1/2s. Or if I had some spell damage, but I don't.
How many fingers do you see?
Were you followed?
Let's move quickly.
Oh, jeez, I almost forgot to use the death, which I do want to use the death. Alright. Namakan with the hello there, by the way. Good to see you. Glad we get to catch you if you're just tuning in recently. Catch you before the end. Got this match and probably one more match left this.
Hello there.
Hello there.
Thoughts to yourself.
They do have the Hollow Hound, which I kind of tried to position around. Okay, so we have 18 damage sitting here.
Come on, share.
And this has too much health to overheal into lethal, doesn't it? Or does it? How much does it have? No. It will overheal into lethal, yeah?
Does this hurt?
Alright. 5-0 Death Knight defeated. With some priest tricks. Taking a blood tap. Taking a blood tap and then getting a harmonic. Doing the hand buff stuff. As a priest. Alright. 6-0. We will see whether this deck ascends to the glory of 7-0. Or if we end up starting tomorrow at 6-1. Because I think this will be the last match of the day. Let's see. Yeah, thinking knees for the sub today. J-Master gifting out 5. Coda put $1 on the PayPal as a test. Or had their 8 months of sub. Blizzard with 9 months. Darfcon with 6. Lyros with 41. We had the raid from Save File Variety, too. Who was playing some Final Fantasy 16. I don't know what's up with that game, though. I'll mention as we queue into this last match that, yeah, if you're interested in non-Hearthstone games, there's like the Save File Variety, the secondary stream. We do stuff before Hearthstone on weekdays. Playing Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom, Final Fantasy 16. Just try to keep up with what's new in gaming. And then I guess I'll also mention as we hit up this last match. But yeah, we put a 12-0. We put another 12-0. A fourth 12-0 since the last expansion came out. On the YouTube. So if you're interested in that, you can check out the YouTube for some of our best runs preserved.
Looking forward to the fire.
And if you subscribe to YouTube, it helps. We still need more than 500 people. We won't make any money off the YouTube. Ah. Darn Google.
Let's see, what do I do?
Alright. Well, the Shadowward Undeath can be particularly potent in our deck. But then again, I've got Ascendant in Spirit. I think I need to take Bonecaller. Here. He says, Lucifer from Argentina. What do you know about Argentina? Unfortunately, I guess you would say that there is a negative bias in the U.S. in terms of what is taught about Argentina. One of the most common things with being a place where people fled after World War II. I don't know too much about Argentina, to be honest. It's very vertically aligned. The south of South America. I think, unfortunately, I believe they've experienced some big economic problems and inflation in the last, particularly the last decade or two. But yeah, honestly, I do not know too much.
and plunder.
There's good news and bad news here, mostly bad news. The good news is the Shadow Word Undeath can clear. The bad news is, I believe the anima triggers halfway through. And so they get 3 or possibly even 6 hand buffs here. I think they get 3. Did they get the full 6? Shoot, I thought they only get 3. No, of course it gets the full 6, because an anima... Yeah, 6, yeah, of course it does, because if an anima dies, it still does 1 buff. So of course they get the full 6. So yeah, we're in a moderate amount of trouble here. We need to hope... We need to hope all the buffs landed on, like, 1 minion. And then we need to, like, draw Shadow Word Death to kill that minion?
Welcome to the club.
Duh. I used to go to bed so late, going to bed at like 12 to 1 a.m. Such an amazing improvement for you. And for 10 p.m. in the coming weeks, I hope it improves your life. It does. It lets you interact with more normal people at normal hours. Certainly, which can be a good thing for life.
You're both #1 to me!
Initiation.
Do my bidding. Me not shame.
He says, oh, it's 2 a.m. Might as well stay for the last game. I was gonna say the same thing, honestly. I'll tell anybody to go to bed and stay watching the stream if you need sleep. But hey, I mean, it's the last game. Yeah, might as well stick around. I agree with you. It's only 11 p.m. here. So yes, my ability to play coherently will decrease. They got another anima extractor. Boy. Which does mean that, like, they have to have expensive minions hyper buffed over here, yeah?
Please tell me. Where am I?
There's the death. There's the death. I'm gonna hesitate on this. I'm gonna look at the anima. I'm gonna hesitate just because I got what I want, and I want to look a little less excited about it. Yeah, I'm gonna be very interested to see how big this minion is, because they should literally have like 10 plus hand buffs split over 1 or 2 minions. There's 1. There we go! There it is! I told you I was excited to see it! 1 mana, 8/10 Finley, extracted 7 times. So we could trade and fight over me to get a Finley for ourselves and a Silvermoon armor, which is not a bad deal. So we get to look at the shadow spell.
You shady!
We get to keep the death. Ooh, I got a breakdance? That's... Breakdance and hipster for more spell discover?
I listened to ETC before he was cool.
Must move quickly.
A dark deed to defy death.
Ha ha ha. Honestly, I'm doing the whole thing, going better for health reasons, social ones.
Might or magic. I'll
You
withstand
still get social actions. Wait, I said with more normal people. Not the weirdos you find on Twitch at night.
Ready to fight for a better future? Hope prevails.
Keep it real.
So speaking of weirdos,
A diet high in iron.
what? What do you mean? Speaking of weirdos, I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't. So we are winning. It's looking good, actually, right this second.
I wonder.
Were you followed?
Echoes in the darkness.
I do say, I've seen your longer surface.
I don't know if I have time for this.
Keep it real.
Well, I had time for the important thing. I had time for the important thing, but I didn't have time to play that last location. Alright. We knew. We knew we had Deafen at the bottom of the deck. We'd seen it earlier. And so, I wanted to play Sir Finley to silence the lifesteal. I didn't seem to have a good solution to the lifesteal. But we knew Deafen was at the bottom of the deck. So, went for that. They did concede. Worked out. Alright. Just trying to get old. Discovered some demons.
Anduin
Drew
versus
some
Geralt.
cards.
Victory or death.
I will protect my legacy.
Got a lot of value, certainly, off this energy shaper. Stacked 2 episodes of Star Trek to a degree, but yeah, in any case, yeah, it's an episode of a different show. It's a really weird trailer too. It's a really weird trailer. It's very all over the place. Nothing but 3 amalgam bands. Disgusting. There's just started to binge Voyager again. Just like, it's the same with Next Generation and Deep Space Nine. You know, I have real trouble starting Voyager because the Kazon are just not that compelling in the first 2 seasons. But fortunately, just like all the other Star Trek shows, it does get better after that.
An island lo-fi is on the come up.
Slam is the most immediately useful. Brawl has the highest potential in the long run. They just fired up right away. So, you know, we're in trouble. Miss Thanks as well, Mitch. Comes to get their 12-0 on Mage, then 12-1. Very big congratulations. Well done. I'll see if I can take a quick glance at it, but we're in a lot of trouble right now in this game. This does 5 damage to their face, but the Shatter Word Death helps us answer their minions. Yeah, identity theft after fires, that's true. The longer we wait on it, kind of the more likely we are to get good results, actually, because these cards are still not going to be fired up. 5 damage face. I think we still need the death.
Keep it real.
Not too quickly.
Yeah, I traded the hipster because it makes it harder for their cleave weapon to do any good, but... Good to see you. Good to see Peter. Let's try to take a quick look at this deck. 2 keyboards, 2 cold cases, 3 Ghost Riders. I could see how that could go. Go 12 in general. Nothing is a given 12-0, but 12 in general, I could see that. Kind of do have time for the identity theft now. Let's go for it. So they've got a Zakul, which is a okay 5. The Famished Fool is a much bigger problem, because they can draw, eventually, 3 Fires as Inajari minions off of it. Last Stand is also a big problem, but the Death can answer it. If we were to take the Last Stand, what would we get, if anything? We'd get like a double-stad Bone Caller, not good enough. I guess we are going to take the Famished Fool here, but even infusing it is a little tough right now. A little tough. Ah, there's another Zakul in the deck. Sin Runner can do well against their 5+ cost things. Yeah, I just don't have enough enablers for the Amalgam right now.
The grave cause!
That minion already attacked.
There's the Zakul. Huh, I've got a Reborn Sin Runner, which is actually very good. But we kind of want to have a little bit more on board.
Are you followed?
Visage is interesting here. Kidnapping zombies, less so.
Don't keep your thoughts to yourself.
Ooh, no Muncher. That's not bad. That's not bad. Versus 2 of them on the Split Fires. Yeah, so they got random minions everywhere.
My blood boils for war. No wrong.
Thanks to Den with the follow. I appreciate that.
Locks weaken. Growth screams.
Alright, so what did they play? They played the Rhyme Sculptor and the Slither. If we kill off this Psychic Conjure, we can do a 4 damage Shatter Word on Death, which is pretty perfect here.
Come on, share!
They're on to us.
Enter delirium.
We are down to 8 health. We can do Reborn Gnome Munchers, Reborn Sin Runners. Mothership is very good for them here, and now... we have enough mana to Holy Nova and Gnome Muncher them in the face for 5. I doubt Holy Nova will be very good against their Fires as Injury cards in general. The question is, do I want to put Reborn on Gnome Muncher, or do I want to wait for Reborn on, like, Sin Runner? Well, speaking of, we actually could Reborn the Sin Runner and go Holy Nova and wait on the Gnome Muncher. That could be better. That could honestly be better. We get less face damage now, but I think it helps us more in the long run. Alright. Last Stand, which we're hopefully ready for via Shadow of Death. They still get a 2-4 taunt stopping our face damage, which is kind of annoying. Okay, so we got death. Might just go death and gargoyle. We could go death and no muncher and shadow ascendant though, which is stronger.
You are the shadow's puppet.
It's like 225. I agree. Alright. Then we get 9 mana to address this. That just dies. Oh, actually, it does better than I think. I forgot that it doesn't. I forgot it doesn't attack taunts twice necessarily. Okay, we do not have a way to immediately do the 2 damage we need. If we play Famished Fool, we could draw any of our 3 locations for lethal. Yeah, we didn't find him, I can already tell, because of deck tracker. Alright.
Welcome to the
Bone Caller could revive a Gnome Muncher if we're lucky, and if they try to kill the Sin Runner, Bone Caller could revive a Sin Runner. They draw 3 cards, but they don't have enough mana to play 1 card of Fires of Zanjari. So this could get Lifesteal and Taunt type thing, or Lifesteal and Rush. Got Wind Fury, but that's not good enough ever. Alright, we beat the Fires. We beat the Fires of Zanjari for 8-0! Alright, starting the day with a win. Happy to see it. Thanks to everybody being here. Oh, wait. Can I cancel this queue? Can I cancel the queue? I forgot. Duck Bowden redeemed the Star Trek Trailer of the Day. And yeah, asked for one of the weirdest Star Trek episodes. Because like I mentioned for anybody listening earlier, this was intended to be what's called a backdoor pilot for a show. Where you insert the characters and scenario of what you want to be a new show into a different show to try to hype it up. But this show ended up never happening. Ratgill? That's strange. You got the normal version despite only the gold version. You don't have all normal legendaries in that set. Trying to think of a reason that would happen. You can get the gold version even if you already have like the diamond version of a card. And you're nowhere close to having all the normal legendaries in the set, or are you only missing a couple? Out of interest. Missing 6. If you can tell me all 6 legendaries you're missing, I might be able to tell you something. But if you don't want to go to the effort, don't worry about it.
Don't keep your thoughts to yourself.
Sometimes there are surprising scenarios where something looks like a bug, but it's actually not. Doozy says the back, welcome back. Watch out for that first hour of the stream, it's a doozy. We're only 20 minutes in. We could coin 4-3 into 4-3.
I must consider.
But I think I'd rather put the 2-2 inside the 1-2 and have the ability to coin out Sword Eater. I think that's what I'd rather do. Yeah, ATD redeemed the do it for, you might have been here, ATD, but yeah, I've just been talking about watching the Netflix She-Ra, which has a cat girl. Too much for too much.
I wonder.
What's She-Ra? She-Ra was a cartoon back in the 80s, which I saw a little bit of, but not much. I certainly saw more He-Man. But yeah, it was kind of a spin-off to He-Man. You know, He-Man says, what does He-Man say? By the power of Grayskull, I have the power, which is very repetitive. So She-Ra's was for the honor of Grayskull when she transformed. Which they still do on the rebooted She-Ra. But yes, it was a cartoon in the 80s, and they did a new version on Netflix. It's got about 50 episodes. It's already over. But yeah, I've had it on my list for a long time, and the time has come. The time has come to watch through it. I've been enjoying it. It's quite good. It's got a lot of the same qualities of Avatar: The Last Airbender and a little bit of Steven Universe. It says reboot had a lot of controversy. Some of most reboots are based on the first 2 seasons. I would guess the controversies are from people I don't particularly like. That would be my guess, but I don't know what was going on at the time. I didn't hear many people talk about it while it was coming out, actually. Just a little bit here and there. And mostly I didn't hear anybody complaining. I just heard good things.
In the name of the lion!
In the name of the lion! Kind of an 80s cartoon line. Says, I'm not the man they think I am at home. We redeemed the Rocket Man. Well, Olga took out everything. Good for her. And so that was the worst order possible for us. Unfortunate.
Where am I?
Putting Reborn on Shadowed Spirit actually could help us, but I think I still want the Fanboy.
How many fingers do you see?
Alright, Tress says 23 minutes, no one redeemed Rocket Man. Disc. For shame. His Emperor Thor said, yes, by the power of Ragnaros I have the power. Yeah, definitely. Definitely a He-Man reference. Indeed. Okay, so we can rush the Shadowed Spirit. I think we want to start by drawing a card, actually. Not too much help there. This can just get us a Shadow or Death or a Sketchy at the moment. Look at their next card.
Sing along. You know the words.
Drum soloist. Okay, that's good to know because they'll be able to use it, really.
Let's see. What do I take?
Not too quickly. You're both number 1 to me!
Pillage the
Alright.
village!
All locations. Next stop, Cathedral of Atonement. After that, Cathedral of Atonement. Then we'll be arriving at our final destination, the Cathedral of Atonement. Mishmasher and Olgra to clear our boards. Huh.
Drink with me, friend.
We're atoning today. It says Blackfang Alexstrasza? Or Alexandros? Alexstrasza? Alexandros? High Cultist, Elden Rex, a new card. Oh, these are the cards you're missing. Right, okay. Yeah, okay. Maybe there still is a reason that you would be able to open that normal Rat Gill. Maybe? But yeah, those cards are not ones that make sense to me. Well, wait, a couple of them do. So... the only question is, have you ever acquired these cards before? Because Blightfang was nerfed, High Cultist, I think, was nerfed, Anubercon was nerfed, Hope of Quel'Thalas was nerfed. I don't know if Elder Nanox was ever nerfed. But the question is, have you ever got these cards before and disenchanted them because they were available for full value? Since yes, I think so. So if you get a card and you disenchant it, you still collected it. You still collected it, and you still it doesn't count anymore. Or rather, it still counts for duplicate protection. Did they ever nerf Nadox though? Anyway, but if you got those cards and disenchanted them, they still count. They still count as having been collected by you.
Echo of the darkness. I bring the root.
Welcome to the cult.
Murloc, good to see you, says I am Murloc. I am more than a fish. I am more than a man. Death will rise from the tides. So they've gained a lot of health in just a couple of turns. And yeah, they used that Olgra and Mishmash to defeat us in places that we looked almost undefeatable. Doesn't make sense to get a duplicate steal. Yeah, quite possibly, because like I said, I don't think Elder Nadox got nerfed, did it? Maybe it did.
Give Forsaken Scar Metal a chance, man.
Am I gonna take the Clash of the Colossals at this point in the game? Yeah, probably, even though every time I played this card, I've lost. Alright. This is a pretty good Murloc impression. Here, redeem that Murloc soundtrack again. It was much better than Do It For Her. Ah, you're more of a scaly, huh? I hear you. Made 5 damage to kill us, but we do have healing available. Yeah, Trench Stalker. Also unfortunate. And we low-rolled the undead. A lot of things have gone wrong in this match. Many, many things have gone wrong this match.
Fireworks? I sure hope they do.
That's a good roll.
Burn away the blight.
The Undying for Geist. So there's the Geist with the Undying. The Undying can generate a fire spell right now. But I think I'm gonna go for it anyway.
Keep it real.
Alright. If you say you start early today, there's this wicked thing all the time. This is, you know, all the time. You know, we almost always start, you know, between an hour and 18 minutes ago and 18 minutes ago.
Me not shady.
That was a terrible fire spell. What, the explosive trap? Ah, the other ones were good. They'll know what it is and everything. Ah, yeah, that's true. But at least it's cheap. At least it's cheap, you know. So I'm worried this got, you know, plagiarized, and they're gonna get copies of all these fire cards. Repeat for each damaged friendly character. I've only got one damage-friendly character right now, really. It's actually perjury, it wasn't plagiarized. He's plagiarized about to mill him, right? It's actually perjury, huh. I was only 2 off lethal there, with the 2 damage from Fanboy. They turned it into a Mage Secret, which could be Ice Barrier, but I don't know if that's good enough. Oh, this is the Pyro Technician's Carry. This is one of the best ones I've ever had, for sure. Usually it's give me Immolate. I gotta remember to do the Rocket Man for try. If and when we win the game. Hopefully win, because it's looking really good right now.
Keep it real.
I mean, even with Ice Barrier, they must be dead, yeah? Surely they must be dead by now. Hey, it's Elder Nanox, a card we were mentioning with duplicate protection. He's had the sponsorship in. I'll still keep an eye on it to see if there could be a very, very late, you know, addition. But I don't know if we've seen any after overnight. We got one more person on rank 10, and so we got to 8 out of 9. So we almost hit a 3rd goal. I'll still keep an eye out to see if another one comes through. But yeah, we got all 15 of the second chip unlocks. We got 20 on the level 5 out of 29. We hit 2 goals there, and we hit 2 goals on the level 10, which is the one we were really pushing. So yeah, I said that we would. Where is it? I said if we hit, we almost got 9, which we would 13-hour stream, but we got 6. So the plan is to do an 11-hour stream on the second day of the Titans expansion launch next month. So that would be, yeah, probably from noon to 11 p.m. I'm guessing. There's a chance we'll try to do 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. But I think we'll do noon to 11 p.m. So yeah, starting like 6 hours early versus a normal day, essentially. If the 11-hour stream will turn into 13-hour. How do you mean? Do you think that 9th one is going to come through? It's going to be added to the list really late? How many class 3? So 8. Yeah, we were 1 away from 9, like this 9-0 deck. Oh shoot, I forgot the Rocket Man. The Rocket Man! Try redeem the Rocket Man!
And I think it's gonna be a long, long time. The touchdown brings me around again to find I'm not the man they think I am at home. No. I'm a man. Rocket Man, burning out his shoes out here alone. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time.
The Rocket Man. That's my favorite part. That is my favorite part. Alright, 9 wins, no loss. Can it keep up even longer? He's only 12 minutes late. Wait, on the Rocket Man? Well, I wanted to celebrate the win. Dust, good to see you. Hope you have a good weekend. Hoping for the 12-0. The 12-0s are always nice. We've had 4 this meta. If we could get... not 4 this meta. We've had 4 this expansion. If we could get a 5th one, that'd be even crazier. But yeah, we do already have the 12-0 Priest achievement. Yeah, have you completed a 12-0 with all classes? No, we have not. We've had lots of 12-1s. We've had lots of 12-1s with Paladin and Death Knight. You know, Death Knight recently releasing. We've had lots of 12-1s with those classes. But we've never had a 12-0 with Paladin or Death Knight. And then also not rogue, which I don't know how many like 12 ones we have with rogue. We've had lots of 12s, but I don't even know if we've had 12 ones with rogue in particular. I think we are going to play the Shadow Ascendant, actually. I think we're going to get the 2-3 that can buff the Necrolite next turn if they don't kill it right away. Says, love that version. Poor Sir Elton John getting shown up like that. Yeah, I think we need Shatner to reproduce every single one of Elton John's songs for, you know, superior versions. Miss Garth, it's time to raise Clash of Colossus win rate. I just killed him, sorry. I just killed him. Never 12 volt bound in all these years? No. Definitely we have. But the thing is, they only add achievements to the game like 2 years ago, right? So it still surprised me we haven't had 12-0 Paladin in like 2 years. But yeah, I've had a lot of 12-0 Paladins in the course of 9 years, just not in the last couple of years. Which still surprises me, honestly. I play Paladin pretty frequently.
Do my bidding.
Slip the face damage in. Might regret it. Shatner's grandchildren their age. I mean, the man is like 93 or 92, so, you know. Fire Seal still leaves us with 2-2 at least.
Kalimdora Palooza was better.
Don't have a Naga for Gifts of Ajara, so we'll probably just take an Arcane Intellect, even though it's more expensive.
Let's see, what do I take?
I don't have the minions for Party Animal. Don't think I want Gargoyle, so let's go Shadowed Spirit. Shatner's very alive. Shatner's very alive. I mean, he just got sent to space, like, what, a year ago? 2 years ago? Yeah, I've mentioned it before, but it was, like, while they were filming Star Trek Strange New Worlds, you know, the latest Star Trek series, and, you know, Anson Mount, the guy that plays Captain Pike for Strange New Worlds, yeah, in an interview, he was talking about recording, let me see if I have it for 2 seconds here. I might. He was recording the opening for the show, right?
Space. The final frontier. These are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise.
He was recording the classic narration, and he said he was recording that narration on the day they sent Shatner to space, and so he was saying, like, you can't beat Captain Kirk. You can't do it, you know. While I was recording the fake spaceman intro, they were sending Captain Kirk to real space, so, you know, you can't beat Kirk.
Keep it real.
Gentlemen, very good to see you. Oh, and gifts out. A sub, the first sub of the day. This is truly where the fun begins, when I get hit by a star power. Star power off that space rock. Thank you very much to Slenderman.
This is where the fun begins.
Hope you have a good weekend so far. We started 7-0. We are now 9-0. Although we just got wrecked pretty hard by that random star power. Now we're in some trouble. In big trouble. Apparently they should make a a TOS remake, recast everyone, but keep Shatner and he pretends to be young again. They could that with the JJ movies. I'm not sure if I read Glevius. I remember when Rogue seemed the class people were most likely to go 12-0 with, but that was before achievements. Deucey said Call of Duty Modern Warfare feels like Fast and Furious. Keep adding more. I saw that the ad, and I posted on Discord, the ad that they're putting the boys in Call of Duty Warzone. Just like Fortnite does all these crossovers. And, you know, I like the boys. That seems like a silly crossover to me. This is Shatner could have fought in World War II. Might have been some legal taboo. Though I think some did it. Though you think some did. What do you think? Being in Canada? Yeah.
Ready to fight?
I believe, yeah. Gene Roddenberry, creator of Star Trek, he was a pilot in World War II, right? And Doohan, who played Scotty, I believe he participated. So Fight Over Me on Whirlweaver and Armorer is quite good. Jen, good to have you back. Welcome back. Someone said they got access again to your Xbox account. Download a few games. XO1 is one of the ones you download. Don't know if you've heard of it. It's really good scenery. Also download Celeste. It's like Dungeons & Dragons, I've heard. I might own Celeste. I might. But I don't think I've heard of XO1. Which sounds like Exoplanet 1, but I'm not sure. Guess I am gonna buff this. I considered not.
You're both #1 to me.
Still haven't activated the Whirlweaver. Let's see. Hobo spin out with Scruff. Good to see Hobo. Hype Train's close. Wait, Shiro. Oh, Shiro resubbed. I'm behind on chat, so I didn't see it first. Alright, they've got Shiro. I'll press the excellent decision in just a moment. Or actually, maybe I'll press 2 subs to make a hug, because we had Sloneman's gift as well. Card was spinning out. Monsieur says top 1% arena gameplay, it seems. We got the 9-0 for the moment. For the moment. What's this higher secret?
I can't choose. Oh.
Wandering. They roll high enough to kill the diver, unfortunately. Oh well. I thought I did activate the Whirlweaver. Ragnaros, the Fire Lord. He who was ancient when the world was young. Alright, 2 subs make a hug. Thank you much, Shishio, with the 10 months, the double digits. 2 subs make a hug, 2 digits make a hug. I don't know. I do appreciate Shiro. Thanks for your continued support. Let's see. Enjoyed so much. Enjoy the boys as well. It's one of your favorites. Yeah, I didn't like the 3rd season quite as much as the second 2 because it kind of felt like they were trying to slow things down. But I still enjoyed the 3rd season, just not as much as the first 2. Kind of like Mandalorian.
A dark deed to defy death.
I'll give you this chat, and we've been 14 at the end of it. Okay. Not about being Canadian. Not about being Canadian, about actual just age in general. Gotcha. I'm gonna shoot him down to 8 health, I think, but mages have many ways to recover, and they have a card from our deck.
X marks the spot. You're gonna love the way you look.
Ah, they are dead! We just death this, then we play Shatter Word on death, and they are dead. Boom. I'll even heal Rag for being a good boy. 10-0. Dedicate that win to Slenderman with the generous gifted sub. And Shiro with the 10 months of sub. The cat burglar. Seems the cat burglar has been caught by the very person who was trying to catch them. How ironic. So this is double digits, and yes, it is the true weekend with Monsieur here. Always happy when Monsieur gets to see a high win run. It's about as high as it gets. So I feel like this guy won't be a game you would like. It's super short, story isn't too defined, go various plants and environments, fly around stuff, super neat. It does sound like my type of thing, very often, very often. I mean, that's sort of a description of Outer Wilds, but I'm sure it's not as good as Outer Wilds. XO1 came out a couple of years ago. 84 to 90% positive reviews on Steam. I think I will keep this. Yeah, I will, see if I can open Steam to throw it on my wish list to keep an eye on it. Put it on the radar of hundreds of games, along with the thousands of games I already own. Wait, sure, a small game, 3.4 gigabytes. Yeah, and, you know, not necessarily a puzzle game either. Although it could be, I don't know. I don't know. Come on, the rogue cards today. I didn't see them. I didn't see any new cards today.
The calm before the storm.
It says 3.4 gigabytes, a small oof. When you got like Jedi Survivor clocking it like 150 gigabytes, yeah, I guess it is. This is here the rogue cards. I'll see if I can take a glance. Need to make this image larger. Shuffle 2 leftmost cards in your deck. Draw 3 cards for 1 mana. No, it's fine. Means take double damage this turn. Deal 1 damage. That's pretty good. It's a temporary enchanter. In fact, the enchanter usually only lasts 1 turn. Plus, it does 2 damage for 1 mana. Get 3 1 magnetic spark box with bonus random effects. I don't know what the random effects are. Oh, I think it's like lifesteal and stuff. Yeah, it was shown on another card. Still weak to AoE, question mark? So it's kind of expensive, maybe? Discover spell from another class that costs 3 or less. I mean, it's a 2-mana 3/2, so that one's excellent. That one's excellent and works with another class energy. Discover a mech from your deck. Give it +2/+1. I don't know if that's worth spending a card on. It's a little slow. But there are going to be a lot of mechs around, so maybe... I can do Undying Allies Geist, but I'll kill it with the dudes. We will get 2 shadow spells, though, and put the Geist inside the Bone Caller. Also lets me heal the party animal. Whenever this attacks, get a coin, 3 mana, 4/3. It's also a mech beast. Reasonable. After you play mech, get one of Mimiron's gadgets, which I don't necessarily know what those are. 3 mana, 2/5. Magnetic stealth for 1 turn. That one's kind of scary. It's well statted, and the magnetic to make another mech stealthy. That one's kind of scary. Lab constructor at the end of your turn. Summon a copy of this forge. Gain magnetic. Ooh, it's a little bit like you know, the terrifying malignant in Death Knight, but it has much less health. If you magnetize it somewhere, that one could be very scary. And of course, the Voltron Prime. Yeah, they're fine to good. You know, the best one is the 2 mana 3/2. Discover a spell from another class, costs 3 or less. Fortunately, that one's a rare, not a common. Mimiron's gadgets are this. Who doesn't like Rogue? Yeah, I mean, even in Arena, they're only pretty good. Nothing too crazy. Let's see, we got Drained Soul and just play the diver. Dive, dive, dive. Twisted Tether can buff the gargoyle. Trash Voltron Prime, you want a chance at drawing it. So I forgot to ask. I know you've asked before. What they'll be doing a review on Titans. Leaf says always a review. Yeah, usually we do it like the Sunday before the set comes out, or rather the Sunday when after all the cards are revealed. I think we got to do it early for Festival of Legends because they end up revealing all the cards a little early. But yeah, that's typically the plan.
I prefer post-pop goblin.
Titans reviews is one of the sub goals we already hit. Yeah, it's Leaf says, oh, it's that. That is smart. That is smart. I approve. I approve of nefariousness. The next and thereafter. Are all the cards revealed yet? I don't know when they're dumping all the cards. Yeah, next Sunday is the anniversary weekend, though. So I actually probably really wouldn't want to do a card review then. I think we would want to just be doing our normal gameplay on the anniversary weekend. So, a card dump this expansion. They give 9 card dump to the Hearthstone Discord. They also gave a bunch to the Hearthstone subreddit. Yeah, they didn't do any arena reveals for Festival either, right? They did it for Castle Nathria, and then yeah, I think they didn't do it for either. They didn't do it for the Knights of the Frozen Throne. Where are the arena reveals? Neutral reveals? Mostly, yeah. No, Dread's got to do one. Redbeard got to do one. We got to do one, which I was very thankful for. But then they've kind of stopped for the moment.
I must consider.
Which card do you reveal? Well, the arena reveals they were dumps of neutral cards, and so let me see. We got to reveal 14 cards. He's, I guess they forgot about Arena, but Arena didn't forget about them, or maybe I did. You know, our reveal was managed by Alkali Lake, and she recently left the Hearthstone community team. Can you reveal the wild seed? Yeah, which is pretty cool because we got to reveal wild seeds before anybody else. That was pretty cool. I don't even know if I want to drop that Divine Shield and put this in range of, like, Lightning Storm. I feel like I kind of don't. Sexy. Yeah, that's usually the bit I bring up when if I show it. I'm trying to find where it is. Because Zelda wasn't there. Yeah, we showed this a little recently, but... yeah, here it was. Here was when we got to do 14 card reveals. It was sweet. It took over an hour. But it is this.
Oh my god!
No. So wait, I was there. I remember now. He says, that man Dread seems familiar. Do they? I'd never heard of him.
I must consider.
Sing along! You know the words!
Ooh, we got a... Oh, well, so we got a fire elemental, but they also have a fire elemental. Hmm.
Welcome to the club.
So, I think it's a bunch of viewers. Yeah, we had like 1,700 people here. I'm gonna dread the review of the main back and forth. Oh, okay, you just forgot me. That's fine. Maybe be happy about Trump-SC being there. Trump-SC, and I've said many times, Trump-SC and Brian Kibler were probably the biggest inspirations for me trying to stream at all, right? You know, I'd seen streams like Crip and Amaz and stuff, some of the other big streams, but, you know, Crip and Amaz don't have the same personality as me, but Trump-SC and Brian Kibler are closer. So, they're some of the biggest inspirations for this stream, having ever happened at all. Leaf says, no to the quests for the event. Wish you could re-roll the Battlegrounds quest and have the daily ones instead. Yeah, there's plenty of time though, right? There's still over 2 weeks on the event. Authorize your stream Artifact instead. I'm gonna stream Artifact after this run, you know. The time has come to strike when the iron is hot for Artifact. He's got an Hearthstone from Trump-SC's videos on YouTube.
Fireworks? I sure hope they do.
Hey, we got a fireball and a fire elemental now. Here's the kick out, Trump reviews. Trump-SC all the way down. So, we were not banned for talking about other streamers in chat, that's right. The only day you get banned now, Pacific. You get banned now. What do you think you're doing? Here's the saves inspiration for overtrading everything. You're right. You're right. I think I was already doing it, and then, you know, I saw Trump-SC doing it and succeed. I'm like, oh, I'm doing the right thing. I'm doing the right thing. There's Artifact may come back any day now, any moment, any second. As soon as they got an Hearthstone Arena right here. I'm sorry.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer?
And what's you say? I'm thankful, huh? It's called, like, Stockholm Syndrome, yeah? I don't actually know if we can kill them here. Let me see. That'll work. That'll work. It's face to get a second fireball. We get some. Oh, actually, we did get another fireball, although I didn't have enough mana to play it. But yeah, the fire sale worked. The fire sale worked. Alright, alright. Force is lethal. Well, it did end up being lethal. I don't know if it was lethal all along. Might have been. This is 1-1, 1-1. Yeah, we only got the 12-0 priest achievement, but we have had 4 12-0s since the Festival of Legends expansion came out. I think it's the Blessing of Halvaria. I think so. Alright, we were thanking Slenderman for the gifted sub and Shiro for the 10 months of sub in this first hour. And thanks for being here. We are going to take our first break. We just passed an hour into the stream. We will return. Alright. Let's get back to it. I kept safe as 11 wins. We're not just 11 wins, we're at 11-0. And maybe we will burn up horribly in the atmosphere going to 11-3, but I hope not. I hope not. Gonna be good to see you. Hope you're having a good weekend yourself. Suddenly said we're blazing. Still, my heart is blazing. Sitting in the really random letter accounts. It's time to do this. Time's up. Let's do this.
Leroy Jenkins!
Let's see. Blazers is obligated to same something, I think. Do you mean say something? Yeah, we only do that 11-2, typically. Thanks to, lame, maybe? Trying to shorten it. Thanks to Lay, thanks to Lie, maybe? With the follow, I appreciate it.
I will protect my legacy.
My legacy. I think we toss all of this in opening hand. They did a fast mulligan, too. Oh, so they did a fast mulligan, but they didn't toss any cards.
Forward to the fireworks.
Uh-oh. Oh, no, they did toss one card. My mistake.
Drink with me, friend.
They kept 3 cards. They tossed 1. Slenderman says this is a super important game. Ignore chat all game save, but I should ignore that, which means I should read chat. His hyperfocus. Well, it's fine. It's fine. We already have the 12-0 achievement. Ignore game, read chat. That seems more like me. Got the party animal, but right now it only buffs the shadowed spirit. We could draw another one, maybe. Remember back when your opponent could see my... Remember back when you could see my cards, your opponent mulligans during the mulligans? Can you not anymore? I don't know. Fortunately, Hearthstone Deck Tracker does show it with a little M on the left card. Fight Over Me is certainly the strongest card here. Vrykul would do 5 damage to their face, but we don't have a smorky hand, really. See, I'm gonna dredge the Fight Over Me. I don't want to leave it down there.
Job's done.
You would see them mulligan in real time, so we would wait till the last second. Oh. Pro players will be forced to wait until the very end to mulligan anything. Oh. I do vaguely remember that. So game chat, ignore, read game, chat ignore, read ignore, save ignore. Definitely gonna ignore me. I don't have anything useful to say. Just ignore game, ignore chat, just watch Star Trek in silence. I definitely want to deafen this. It's perfect. It's perfect.
The grave calls.
So I can heal this back to 5-3, or I can play the Trawler. Now I did make a mistake, didn't I? I could have made that 3-4. Too late to worry about it now. Could make a difference. This vacuum, no pew-pews. That's what they did in Firefly. Firefly didn't have sound in space. I don't think Battlestar Galactica... No, Battlestar Galactica still did sound in space, sort of, yeah? I think they muffled it. No, they did the Raiders flying by and stuff. Yeah. But Firefly didn't do sound in space. I'm probably just gonna use Shadow Word on Death here. If we trade over here, it kills everything.
Pillage the village!
The grave calls. He's delivered with priest. What is wrong with you? I'm sorry. Doing a lot of apologizing today. You know what can we say? Read me like a book. Comment says... Wait, what?
Ready to fight for a better future?
I should support the end. Wait, I'm very confused by the sentence. Wait. I'm sure there's a very easy explanation to Coffin's presumably joke, but it's flown completely over my head. Completely over my head.
The grave calls!
The grave calls. Because I'm guessing they had Bloodlust deck, but you hard countered it by AoEing them. Possible. Once you start like a game or TV series or something that would account for the potentially most difficult aspect to solve in space combat, heat. Shooting lasers generate a lot of heat needs to be shed unless you want to boil your crew. Also, one tactic to destroy your enemy be heat them up something faster and they can shed heat. Trying to think about both. Oh, they got a rush? Oh, shoot! They got a really useful rush. Oh, they healed. They healed. We were actually taking them out and they just healed. Slightly worth noting that if we use Fight Over Me with Hanar, it would kill another minion. But yeah, I can't really play Pack the House unless we're killing off the Hollow Technician. That's annoying. That's annoying. This is brew this. Oh, launching kills fear. Yeah, like, wait, do I have a brewmaster here? I don't think I do. 3 + 4 + 1. So you wanting to buff their Ziliax at all? You want to go for this? It's still very risky. I went for this because I really need my Hollow Technician gone.
I hope this fits on the
I genuinely do, in case they have any, like, schooling. If they use schooling, they just are gonna hard counter this lucky Pack the House we got. You fire me with the buffed minion. I did. What? This is interesting.
You're both #1 to me!
When this dies, it can draw Bone Caller or Gargoyle. I'd rather make a copy. Here's me myself, digging your mainstream dude. Much love from South Africa. Glad to have you. Glad you're enjoying. Nakradib is an anime voice to... Some people in chat say I made the wrong play last turn, Joey. They don't understand the turn. They don't understand your genius, Yogi. Few geniuses are understood in their time. Maybe I did make a mistake. No! No, it's much less worse. Wait, you think it was... like Putricide? Yeah, you thought it was Putricide. A 0 mana bone caller.
Please tell me, where am I?
Undying allies with Shadow Ascendant and Geist. The bone caller itself is not undead, but putting Reborn on these two is pretty sweet.
You are the shadow. Clean that shade.
Welcome to the cult.
Alright, hoping this goes well. They still have 2 cards from their Sunken Scroll. I think the Fire and the Ice? We got another card like each side of now too. They get a Ragnaros, but we're so wide on board here, aren't we? Yeah. And we can death it too. Want this to hit our face or the 3-1, ideally. The Cathedral and Discover, which we didn't end up doing on the previous turn. Yeah, I really liked getting rid of my 3-4 on our turn. Does Bongo have the same voice actor as Kazakus? Quite possible. There's a lot of, even with hundreds of cards, there's lots and lots of shared voice acting in Hearthstone. They're roping us. They're Ragnaros roping. I don't know. Maybe McGoats is a big fan of the stream and they're stopping in the chat to, I don't know, congratulate us on being too wide for Ragnaros. Oh, we got our Scourge Illusionist back. We get another Bone Caller.
Unity, precision, primitive.
The culprit was
Not impossible for them to win from here, but it's very difficult. Also made their minions cost 1 more next turn. Actually, no, no Deathwing. Actually, they're Overload anyway. Because of the Jive Insect, they're at 8 out of 10 anyway. They also can't play Dwakuwu. They can't even play Torghast Custodian because it costs 9. Alright, there's a 12-0! If you're watching this on the YouTube, don't forget to like and comment and subscribe and hit the bell. They're mostly over there. They're mostly on the right side of the video, like below me. Commenting is sort of more left side. That's the 5th. That's the 5th 12-0! The 5th 12-0 since Festival of Legends came out. It has been the Festival of 12-0s. I doubt we've had this many 12-0s in any expansion before. Except for maybe Knights of the Frozen Throne. Way, way, way back 6 years ago. What button do you press for a 12-0?
You're right. I was out of line. It won't happen again. But what you have to understand is how great the stakes are here. How great the stakes are here. What is at stake?
How great the stakes are here. How great the 12-0s are here. Now so it's time to see the end. There it is. There's the beauty of it. The beauty. It's beautiful. Is this deck from last night 12-0 yet? We're at 7-0. We got the 12-0. You have to call and go for the 12-0. We get too many gold cards. We used to do that type of thing, but now we craft as we go. Very low gold, actually, for a 12-0, but we get 2 packs. Kept all non-golds in the deck. Done. Done, ATD. Done. Want a rocket man.
And I think it's gonna be a long, long time. The touchdown brings me around.
We already did one. We already did one. A bunch of 12s. And, oh, hey. Got a non-golden lady dark vein. Got a legendary out of the pack. What average is now after the 12? I don't know. Glavybot might know, but Glavybot is also a little delayed, right? We got a legendary out of the extra pack. Celebratory legendary. Expects pretty good reward. Yeah, 400 dust. 69. Where are we actually ranked 69? Glavybot says 94, but is that delayed? Are we actually 69? Is that actually true? He says, yes, I need to see it for myself. Arena, Americas. Top 14,527. And we... We are indeed number 69. 69 dudes.